in this video we're going to talk about the coordinate plane, and there's lots of definitions that go along with the coordinate plane. The first one is, what is the coordinate plane? Well, the coordinate plane is formed by a horizontal and vertical axis, and this is where we locate points. The x-axis is horizontal, and on this horizontal x-axis we also call this our independent data. Okay? The y-axis is vertical. That's going to be our dependent. We'll get into independent and dependent a little bit more as we go along, but for now you need to remember that the x-axis is horizontal and the y-axis is vertical. The origin is where the x and y meet, and that point is called 0, 0. Or 0, 0, think 0, 0 and origin. An ordered pair tells us a location, and it's written like this, x, y. In other words, the x-axis location and then the y-axis location. And the coordinate plane is separated into 4 quadrants. I don't know if you've learned the 4 quadrants prior to now, but starting now you're working with 4 quadrants, not just one. So these are some important terms that you need to know. Coordinate plane, x-axis, y-axis, and with that comes independent and dependent. Origin, ordered pair, and then 4 quadrants. So let's look at these 4 quadrants. So here they are. Quadrant 1, Quadrant 2, Quadrant 3, and Quadrant 4. It's shaped like a C. You start in the upper right-hand quadrant, and it goes counterclockwise. Okay, everything in the first quadrant is positive. You go over in a positive direction, you go up in the positive direction. Ordered pairs in the second quadrant, the first one's going to be negative because this is the negative direction. Positive, negative. But then you're going to go up in the positive. So that's why we say these ordered pairs are positive, negative. When you're in this third quadrant, everything is negative because you go over in the negative direction and then down in the negative direction. And when you're in the fourth quadrant, your ordered pair is going to be a positive number and then a negative number because you go over in the positive and then down. So these are your 4 quadrants, and these are what your ordered pairs will look like. So whether they're both positive or both negative depends on which quadrant you are in. But remember, it is shaped like a C to number it 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's talk about actually plotting some ordered pairs. So, for example, if we wanted to go to -4, 3, remember we have 4 quadrants. Okay, and remember I said that in this quadrant, positive, positive. In this quadrant, negative, positive. This quadrant, negative, negative. And in this one, positive, negative. Okay, well, if you look at this, whoops, go sign. We have positive, negative. So this is going to be in quadrant 2. So I'm going to go over to -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put this right here. And most of the time our ordered pairs are going to come with a letter or number. So let's say this is point P. So I would put a P at that dot. Okay, so very simply I went over, then up or down. So X and then Y, we graphed it. Now I've got 10 points over here. Your notes include graph paper. So I would like you to practice graphing using these 10 points I've given you. And as you plot the point, put the dot and the letter to plot your point. And I'll look at those in class tomorrow.